The sci-fi is a very popular genre, and that's why I use it in part of my performance work, because it's a way to engage students, and that's what we want to do. We want to hook an audience with themes and a way of thinking that they may not have thought of before.
The class is called Schwanze-Beast, and it's a performance composition class where we're looking at sci-fi as a genre, which could be a mode of social critique. So we're doing all sorts of experimental writing and performing, playing with those themes of sci-fi, the animal, androids, robots, everything non-human.
I think that what's interesting is going through with students about where the boundaries are between human animals and other animals. So it's like those boundaries are really kind of breaking down all the time for us. And if you start having a conversation with students about animals and ethics and how we deal with animals, I think it's a very important subject. I was very happy to have had different guest lecturers because they added to the course in a very different way. Mike Robinson, who did rats as a species, was incredibly informative and also very passionate. And when you're passionate, you really carry that through to the students, and that's an amazing thing.
It's not often that somebody from a STEM discipline will come into a humanities course and talk about the work that they're doing and how it may or may not relate to what we're doing. And so that was really exciting. We got to go into a lab and talk about how animals figure in a scientific community, and it was really generative.
If you go see a lab, if you go see a rat, really up close and personal, you're going to get a very different experience instead of reading it in a book. I thought that was something that they could take and create, their own individual pieces from it. I come up with an open-ended sort of subject so that students can engage and take it whichever way they want. I'm interested in having them develop their own voices and having them really deal with subjects that matter to them.
We're really interested in the ways in which the discourse which sticks to the female athlete, which is both gendered and racialized discourse, and sort of we were frustrated by the weight of that discourse. And so we're using sci-fi as a mode of critique to talk about the ways in which female athletes are rendered monstrous or alien. And so we're playing with that, and yeah, that's our piece.
We want to get at the meat of something and not be very spectacle oriented, because we want what it is that you're trying to say. I think that my hope for their takeaway is that they continue to think about animals and how we treat them ethically, and also to be engaged in the future and take responsibility for what we, as a society can do together.